Now, the way that's piped, I'm sure it wasn't original. The way we piped it is copying more or less what was there when we found it. And I think they put the feed valve inside, which is right next to the stove, because they probably had some freezing problems with it. Originally it was probably mounted either closer to the floor or even down underneath the floor. And this is the way we found it, so that's the way we're going to put it back. Again, we will take that out because the cab, which is way down beyond the car, has got to slide over so that this end of it ends up way up here. And it's in order to go over these pipes, we're going to have to take them off. This one we won't because the cab doesn't come out that far. The hoods are built over here. Those are separate entirely. Now we can look at the sander. Will have the little a hopper up overhead that contains the sand. Here's the air pipe that connects to it that blows when there's a valve inside of the cab. We didn't pipe it in yet, but it will hook up to here and then blow the sand down through and down and onto the track. What we call sill number 7. There are 8 of them all the way across, and this is the one number 7 of 8. You can see the patches which we used in epoxy to fill up all of the cracks and crevices, because this is essentially exposed to the weather. On top of this, the deck will go at 90 degrees, but it's not perfectly tight, so air can get, or water can get down in there and can rot away the wood, as it did. Now, all of the other sills have new tops on them to one degree or another. I think up here everything does, and the outside ones are totally new, that is new recycled wood, so they didn't need it. But this number 7 sill, for whatever reason, seemed to be, and we kind of favored it, we tried to keep it all original. The bottom has some problems with it, but it's solid enough for our purposes. There's a few holes that we didn't catch, and I'm going to just put a little putty in those. And then one thing we noticed when I scraped these a while ago, that there was a white paint, and we found it dribbled over the side of the sills. So they must have painted the sills first with this barn red paint, and then at some point, to protect these, they put on them. And so we're going to use a white enamel, but it'll give the same appearance, and I'll see if I can have some authentic dribbles over the side, which is something that's pretty easy to do. I don't know how easy it'll be if you don't want it, if you do want it rather.